Hey, welcome back to Overall Living. So today I was just trying to do a little quick project. It's supposed to get cold. We checked on our tomato tent. I think is what I called it the other day. Sounded kind of neat. Today I'm in the chicken coop. Clearly, now my dad bags his grass. They live in town. He bags his grass up, and he bagged this grass. And I was at his house, and I was like, hey, what are you going to do with those leaves and all that stuff you raked up? And he was going to put them out. And I told him, said, hey, just bring them to the house, and I'll use them for filler on top of the leaves in here in the coop. And it's free insulation, right? So went ahead and did that. Sorry, I don't have my tripod out here. Another thing I did real quick, we have to go into town. We have a little thing we got to do this afternoon, a get together sort of thing. And anyway, the last hour I whipped it out. I didn't record it because I was trying to get it done. It's supposed to get cold tonight. I know, all you northern people. It's supposed to get Arkansas cold tonight, which I think is supposed to be 31. So what I did, I don't know if you can see it, but there's plexiglass right there. You can see it now, maybe. You can see the front ones really well. So they were tabletops. I got it work. I've worked in maintenance for probably 23, 25-ish years. And we had some tables we were going to throw away. And they used plexiglass or Lexan, whatever you want to call it, to cover some tabletops. These side pieces were, but you really can't see very well here. I wiped them down a little bit. But the side pieces were some doors, if you will, some retaining wall in our tool room where people couldn't get in. And they were going to throw those out. So I took all the Lexan or plexiglass. I call it plexiglass. I'm sorry. So I took all the plexiglass out of it, thinking, greenhouse. I could use it for a chicken coop for this exactly. It just happened to work out. These are 5x8, which is what the hole is here in the on the sides of the chicken coop. And so my whole plan was to use that to keep it warm in here. Basically keep the wind off of them. You can probably see it better here if the sun doesn't kill the shot. This is the top. There's about a foot there that's still open on each side. So I can still get some breeze in here, but the wind's not directly on them. It's going to keep them a little bit warmer. I know they're birds and they can survive, freezing weather and all that. But I just want to protect them as much as I can. Plus it's plexiglass, Lexan, and the sun is clearly beating through. So the sun's going to come through. I mean, look at that. Can you even see it? Maybe a little bit where it's scratched up. And my whole plan was for a little greenhouse idea. And that still may be a future plan. I still have 4 1/4-inch thick pieces that are 4x8. I have 2 more of these. These are actually 4x7 on the sides. So there's a little sticking out on each end. And then I have these 2 pieces here. I think I'm going to keep these 4 for just the chicken coop, and I can store them and have the same holes ready to go all the time. But I still have some for some greenhouse, even, just roof or whatever, some ideas. And the thing is with bringing it home, it didn't cost me nothing. A little bit of work at work, and then I brought it home as trash, and now I can repurpose it for other things. So what is it? That's not food, that's my leg. So anywho, just a couple of little quick winterization updates. Tell me what you think. If you got chickens, what you think about it. Do I need to cover the door? I'm not planning on doing the door. I could trim another piece. I have another piece of the stuff I used on the side that I could actually trim to fit the door. And but at the moment, I'm not planning on doing that. I don't think it's going to be that cold for them. Plus this extra grass insulation, which isn't going to last forever, I know, but it'll help them. It'll give them something to play with. I mean, you can see right there just how thick the bottom is in this floor. I mean, that's a good 3-4 inches reality. It was about a foot thick when we did the leaves, and they've smashed it all down really fast. And now, excuse me, now we've got some more grass and leaves on top of it. They seem to enjoy it at the moment. So that's what's going on. I'm winterizing the coop today. Like I said, it's supposed to be 31 tonight. It's going to be in the Fahrenheit 30s. The lows are going to be in Fahrenheit 30s the rest of the week, I believe. So there's that, and I'm just trying to keep them from getting too cold. There's still a decent breeze in here above, where my hand is, about my head height. I don't think there is one on the bottom. Of course, they may have been fine because I already have a good 2 foot of wall down on the bottom to actually keep the direct wind on me. Hope you like that shot of my nose. So that's where we're at. We're just doing a little chicken coop thing. Real quick video on what's going on. That's not food. That's not food, Shuffles. It's my leg. Alright, so the tomato tent is patched up. I patched the big hole in it. Patched that one from the other side. And then I got some weight holding it down. It's gonna get cold tonight. But these things are doing really well. See, I got some beautiful tomatoes still growing. I'll let you kind of gander for a second. There's a bunch of them in there, and they're not doing bad. I actually took here and flipped this open for a couple of days when it warmed back up, and I think the bees and everything were still able to get in here. So we're still cooking with Crisco in here, as they say. And all of our little tomato plants are doing okay. I re-egg juiced them. Look how beautiful that tomato looks. I'm so excited about how well this is hanging in. Our little bell pepper plant is not dead. This was the one that I re-egged back when it was dying. You see, it's still the dead one-ish, and it's coming back. And then I planted this other one right beside it, and it's not doing terrific. But I'm just hoping it's the transplant and the weather, a little bit of weather. I'm hoping it'll stick with it and survive. But yes, I'm proud of my little tomato plants. They're just rocking along. I say mine and my wife's little tomato plants. They're just doing their thing. We had to change tape. I used some cheap duct tape to seal it off on the end down there, and I've changed to the super duper Gorilla tape. Us preppers hate to use our good stuff, but I thought, well, a little bit of Gorilla tape wasn't gonna hurt to get some fresh, look at that, wow, some fresh garden goods for a little bit longer. I mean, they're just still going at it. I'm super happy. So here's an outside view. You can tell they were tabletops. I used to work for a plant that made windmills, and they were that's plexiglass and epoxies and different things, dust. I wiped them down, but over time those tables, they were tables, so there's a lot of stuff built on those pieces. The side pieces look really nice. They have a reflective tint to them. They actually have tint. They actually have a tint coating. Or maybe it's on the other side, but they have a coating that gives it kind of a reflective look. You can kind of see a bubble, maybe see the bubbles in it. There we go. You got kind of a reflective tint to it. So in there I can see out fine. I can still see them in there as well. On the side it kind of glares, almost like a mirror. Pretty neat. All right, so that's what we're up to today. The tomato tent and the chicken coop. Trying to get it ready for colder weather, which the tomato tent's been working. I have a really fresh, hot, well, not hot, but warm egg in my pocket. I know, I came back. I was done with this video, I thought. I came back, decided to show you what the outside looks like. I was on the tractor and I was down there at the shed putting my tools away, and I was like, what is in my pocket? Oh yeah, an egg. All right, I'm done taking up all your time. Probably need to go get cleaned up and get ready to go to town and have some pizza. All right, that's it. You gonna say hi?
Hello.
Y'all have a good one.